If you're interested in making an awesome Amazon-like online store where vendors can easily register and start selling their products and customers get to choose from a wide range of options, you're at the right place. Today, we'll learn how to make a beautiful multi-vendor e-commerce website using WordPress from scratch. We'll start by buying and setting up a domain and hosting plan. We'll learn how to secure our website with SSL. We'll install WooCommerce and set up taxes, shipping, and payment methods, along with other settings. We'll install and set up the Product Vendors plugin and learn how to create and manage vendors. We'll also take a look at the vendor dashboard. We'll then install the OceanWP theme and design our homepage using Elementor. We'll take a look at how shoppers will experience our website and end the video with plugin suggestions to increase your website's functionality. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification icon so you don't miss out on great content related to WordPress and WooCommerce. Our multi-vendor e-commerce store can only work with a unique domain and hosting. You can purchase the domain name separately and pay a different service to host it on its servers. But the cost-effective way is to buy them both together. There are plenty of good hosting services out there like Kinsta, Cloudways, HostGator, WP Engine, A2 Hosting, and Hostinger. But WordPress officially recommends Bluehost, SiteGround, and DreamHost on its website. You're free to compare all these options and pick the one that suits you best. But no matter which one you pick, the following steps will be the same. The service will offer you multiple paid plans like these. Depending on the price, web space, and other features, choose the best plan for you. On the next page, you'll have to search for and select your online store's domain name. Hope you've thought of a name already. We're going to name ours rewoke.local. On the final page, you'll have to create a new account with the hosting provider with an existing email and new password. You'll also have to fill some personal information like name, country, address, and phone number. Select the period of time you want to buy hosting for and pick or unpick from extra services like domain privacy and SEO features. And of course, your card information will be needed to make the payment. After making the payment, you'll get logged into the hosting provider's dashboard. Now, different providers have different dashboards with a lot of different options in the sidebar. But you only need to worry about two: security and WordPress. This is because an e-commerce website must have an SSL certification and we need to install WordPress for our domain. Under security, you'll find something like SSL Manager that will help you install an SSL certificate within a few clicks. Next, under WordPress, a sub-tab like Install and Manage will help you install WordPress. If you don't have a WordPress account, you'll have to create a new one with an existing email and a new username and password. Use hard-to-guess username and password and commit them to your memory as they're essential for logging to your website's administrator dashboard in the future. And your website is ready. Go to a new tab and search for your domain and you'll be able to view your site. It's not much right now, but soon we'll convert it into a fully functioning multi-vendor e-commerce store. To access your admin dashboard, just add wp-admin to the URL and enter your admin username and password. There we go. Once we're here, you'll notice that your website is still shown as not secure in the browser. This is because your website has an SSL certificate but it hasn't been set up yet. We can do that by installing a plugin. Hover over Plugins and click on Add New. Search for Really Simple SSL and click on Install. Then activate the plugin and enable SSL with a single click. With that, your website will migrate from HTTP to HTTPS and a padlock icon will appear next to your domain name. From the Plugins tab, let's also install WooCommerce, our plugin of choice for an e-commerce website. Click on Add New again and search for WooCommerce. Click on Install and then activate it. WooCommerce will then guide us through a simple setup mode. Click on Yes Please. Fill your store's address and click Continue. Then, choose your industry and the type of products you plan to offer. Answer a couple of simple questions and disable these. We'll pick a better theme later on, so continue with your default one for now. Let's set up our WooCommerce store from the Settings section under WooCommerce. In the General options, you can choose your selling locations. If you're ready to sell worldwide, keep this setting as it is. But if you're only selling in a specific country like India, then you can select Sell to Specific Countries from the drop-down and search for India. Below, we can also select which countries we want to ship our products to and a default customer location that will appear during checkout. If you want to enable taxes, tick this option. We'll select the currency specific to our selling location. Save changes and click on the Tax tab. Here, you can manage your tax options, but if you want to remove or add tax classes, you'll have to use this option. For example, we'll need GST tax rates for our selling location India. So we delete these and add the tax rates applicable to us. After saving changes, we'll use these newly created sections to add our tax rates. Click on CGST 14, insert row, and enter the country code and rate percentage information. Then disable shipping and save changes. Do the same steps for the other tax rates as well, with the only difference being the tax rates of 14, 12, and 18. When you're done, we can move to set up our shipping rates. Click on Add Shipping Zone and Name and pick a zone for which shipping cost will be the same. If you're shipping to different countries or regions with different shipping costs, you can add multiple zones. For us, we're choosing to go with a single shipping rate for our entire shipping zone. So we'll only add one. Then click on Add Shipping Method and choose the type of shipping method from the drop-down. Let's go with Flat Rate. Then, click on Edit to add the shipping cost. In the pop-up, enter the unit shipping cost and add asterisk and QTY in square brackets to have the shipping cost be multiplied based on the number of products. Let's save the changes and move on to the Payments tab. Here, we'll choose how our shoppers will be able to make their payments. We can use the built-in payments like direct bank transfer, check payments, cash on delivery, and PayPal. Or we can download third-party payment methods like PayPal Checkout, Amazon Pay, and Stripe. All these options are easy to set up. Let's save the changes and move on to the Accounts and Privacy tab. Let's allow shoppers to create an account during checkout using this option. If you're selling to customers from the European Union, you'll also need to enable the Account Erasure Request option, customize and set up a detailed and compliant privacy policy page, and set personal data retention periods. In the Emails section, you can manage emails required to run your store. These emails have the administrator emails as recipients. This means you'll get email notifications for every new order, canceled order, and failed order. For the emails that have the customer as the recipients, we can see that they'll get email notifications for order on hold, order processing, completed orders, new accounts, etc. You can click on the Manage button to customize and edit the email. Here, you can edit the subject line, email heading, and the email body. You can also disable the email by unchecking this box. In the Products section, you can select the page that you want to display as the shop page from a list of automatically created WooCommerce pages. Below, you can customize the cart behavior and set a placeholder image for products that don't have images. For physical products, you can also set the weight and dimension units to maintain consistency across your store. Finally, you can enable or disable product reviews for your products, show a verified owner label on customer reviews, only allow verified owners to leave reviews, enable star rating on reviews, or mandate star ratings to be part of reviews. The inventory subsection lets you manage your stock. You can keep this box checked to enable stock management. Here, you can choose the period in minutes for which you want to hold stock for unpaid orders. If you enter 120, the product will be held in stock for 2 hours. If you leave it blank, the pending order will be cancelled as soon as the shopper leaves the page. You can keep these options enabled if you want to receive notifications for low stock and out-of-stock products. The notification will be sent via email to this recipient. You can also set the amount of products at which you get these notifications. With this setting, you'll get a low stock notification when there are only 2 products left, and an out-of-stock notification when there are 0 products left. Below, you can hide the out-of-stock items from your catalog. The final setting controls how stock quantities are displayed on the front end. With the first setting, shoppers can always see the stock availability. With the second one, stock quantity is only shown for low stock products. And the final setting completely hides the stock quantity from the shoppers. You can use the final subsection if you're selling downloadable products like downloadable music, e-books, or online tickets. Here, you can choose the file download method, manage access restriction settings, and add filename setting. Whether it be physical or downloadable products, you can easily add them using this tab. We can either create a product from scratch or import them in bulk. Let's try the first option. When you click on it, you'll see the Add New Product page. Here, we can add a product title and a product description. This is where the product price will be added. We can also add a sale price and schedule the dates when the product will go on sale. We can select the type of product we want to add. WooCommerce lets you add simple, grouped, affiliate, and variable products. In the Inventory tab, you can add an SKU number to give the product a unique ID and select the stock status. In the Shipping tab, you can add product weight and dimensions and assign a shipping class. You can also add linked products for upsells and cross-sells. Add custom product attributes in the Attributes tab. And add purchase notes and enable reviews in the Advanced tab. Below, we can add a short description for the product. In the right sidebar, you can assign a product category and add a product image. When you're done, click Publish to make the product go live. And this is how it looks on the product page. To add more products, let's go back to the WordPress dashboard. You can click on Add New to add products one by one, or click on Import to import them in bulk. Choose your product CSV file and let WooCommerce automatically map CSV fields. Finally, click on Run the Importer and wait for the products to be imported. As we can see, all our products have been automatically added to the products list. If we go to the shop page on our website, we'll see that the products have also been added automatically. Having set up your store, WooCommerce also gives you many tools to manage and track your business. All your customer orders will appear under the Orders section. In the Coupons section, you can create coupons for shoppers. You can generate a coupon code and add a description. And you have additional options like discount types, coupon amount, usage restrictions, and usage limits. The Customers section lists the details of all our customers, while the Reports section generates detailed reports with in-depth data and insight. Finally, a robust analytics section lets you put a finger on the pulse of your business with data on revenue, orders, products, categories, coupons, taxes, downloads, and stock. With a completed WooCommerce setup, we've turned our website into a simple but functional e-commerce store. Now, we'll need a plugin to turn it into a multi-vendor store. The most popular options are WooCommerce product vendors, Docan, and WC vendors. You're free to use any one, but we're going to use WooCommerce product vendors as it offers the most features for the least price. After buying the subscription from the official website, you'll be able to download a zip file. Now, head to your WordPress dashboard and hover over Plugins and click on Add New. Then, click on the Upload Plugin button, browse the downloaded zip file, and click on Install Now. After activating the plugin, we can set it up under the Products tab in WooCommerce settings. Here, you can set a payout schedule for the vendors. You can either pay them manually or set automatic payouts weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. For payments, you'll need to set up a PayPal business account and enter the client ID and client secret from that account. Next up, you can set the commission that you'll take for hosting the vendors on your store. You can choose between a percentage or a fixed commission. So, this setting will earn you 20% from every order, while this setting will earn you 50 rupees from every order. Below, you can customize whether the vendor name is displayed below the product, and if the rating, logo, and profile is shown on vendor's page. Now, save the changes and move on to the Shipping tab and click on Vendor's Product per Shipping. By enabling this option, you can pass along the shipping amount collected from customers to vendors. Below, you can customize other settings like tax status, default product cost, and handling fees. When we move to the Emails tab, we notice that a new set of emails have been added for vendor management. These emails notify both you and the vendors about relevant actions. For example, this email will notify the administrator that a new vendor has registered on their store, while this one will notify the vendor that they've been approved as a seller. You can edit the emails using the Manage buttons. With the product vendors setup done, we can now focus on creating a vendor. There are two ways to create a vendor. You can either set up a registration form for new vendors, or you can add them manually yourself. To set up a registration form, hover over the Pages tab in your WordPress dashboard and click on Add New. Here, title the page as Vendor Registration or something similar. Then, type this shortcode in the paragraph block and hit Publish. We can see that a new menu item is created on your front end that leads to the vendor registration form. Vendors can click this and enter their details to register as a seller in your e-commerce store. In the Users tab, you'll get a request to approve the vendor. Click on their username and go to the Role section. In the drop-down, we see two ways to approve the vendor. The Vendor Admin option grants the user access to all vendor settings, while the Vendor Manager has limited access to the vendor dashboard. If you scroll down to the Vendor Management section, you can manage vendor permissions. This setting determines whether vendors need approval to publish products or if they can do it themselves. And this setting determines if vendors are allowed to manage existing customers and add new ones. When you're done, click on Update User and go to the Vendors section under the Products tab. Here, you can keep track of existing vendors and add a new vendor manually. Enter the name of the vendor and add a URL slug. Below, enter the vendor email ID and assign an administrator who can manage this vendor. Select the commission for this specific vendor. If you leave it blank, the global commission settings we made earlier will be used. If you're using PayPal for payments, enter the vendor PayPal email on which they will receive payments. Finally, click on Add New Vendor. After successful account creation, vendors can click on My Account and enter their details to access their vendor dashboard. Here, they have a broad overview of their sales, commissions, stock, and other details. They can go to the Store Settings tab to personalize their page with logos, profiles, and emails. They can also add a PayPal email through which they'll receive their payments. However, they can only view the commission setting, not change it, as it's set by you, the administrator. Apart from this, vendors can reach out to you for support using the Support tab. They can view a list of all orders for their products here. The Reports tab gives detailed statistics on sales, orders, stock, and more. Finally, vendors can add their products using the Products tab. The product addition process is quite similar to how you, the administrator, adds a product. Just click on Create a Product. Then fill the product title, description, regular and sale price, product type, and product image. However, vendors cannot edit the commission as you're the one who control it. Vendors can also not create product categories. They have to use categories created by the administrator. When the product is created, the vendor then submits it for review. The administrator uses their own Products tab to view and approve the product. As we can see, the product is shown as pending. You can click on the product title, review the product details, and click Publish if you're satisfied. The product will then go live on your shop page. Just like the products, you can also keep track of your commissions in the Commissions tab. You can also change commission statuses from unpaid to paid or void. There are plenty of e-commerce themes for WordPress, both free and paid. For this tutorial, we're going with OceanWP as it's easy to use and has a lot of features for free. Hover over the Appearance tab here and click on Themes. Click on Add New and search for OceanWP. We'll then install and activate it. As we can see here, the theme is recommending some plugins that we need to add more features. Let's click on Begin Installing, select All, choose Install in Bulk Actions, and click Apply. When done, you'll see a new tab in your dashboard called Theme Panel. Hover over this tab and click on Import Demos. We see that OceanWP offers demo website setups that you can simply download and customize. Of course, we can build pages from scratch as well. Hover over the Pages tab and click on Add New. Here, we can add blocks like heading, video, paragraph, and images. Or we can use WooCommerce specific blocks like Featured Product, All Products, and On Sale Products. Using just these basic blocks, you can build a website like this. But as we can see, this method will take quite some time and effort. We can speed up the process by using demo templates. In the Import Demos section, click on this tab since we're building an e-commerce website. We have 3 templates to choose from. Use the live preview feature to see how they look and work. This one looks good, so we'll click on it and select Go to the next step in the pop-up since we don't really need any of these plugins or add-ons. Click on Install the demo and wait for the process to be completed. It shouldn't take more than a few minutes. It's complete. Let's see the result. Our website looks quite professional and clean. We can see sliding images, best-selling products, announcements, and even a new arrivals section. At the bottom, we also have some quick links. The navigation menu has a store page, separate pages for women's clothing, men's clothing, and essential pages like About Us and Contact Us. Let's check them out one by one. This is our product page. Products are listed randomly, but shoppers can search for a specific one. They can sort products by price, rating, and popularity. In the sidebar, shoppers can filter products in a price range, select categories, and see some top-rated products. They can quick view products on the store page itself, or click on the name to go to the product page. Here, they can read more about the product details and add it to the cart if they're interested. A View Cart option pops up which leads to a cart page and then to a checkout page. Each shopper gets their own account page with a dashboard, order history, saved addresses, and account details. The About Us page tells shoppers about you and your team in familiar format. And the Contact Us page is also fairly standard with an inbuilt form and a phone number. Finally, the News section is your blog, perfect for building your brand authority. And though we have a fairly good-looking website, you'll want to personalize it to your own brand. This is where OceanWP and Elementor's customizing options come into play. To customize your homepage, click on Customize, and open it on a new page. Let's start at the top. This top bar doesn't add that much in my opinion, so I'm gonna remove it entirely. Just go to the top bar tab, click on General, and untick the Enable Top Bar option right here. We can see the changes as we do them. If you're okay with the changes, just hit Publish to send it to the live website. Next, we'll define our website's site identity here. Let's add a site title and a tagline for our website. We'll also upload a site icon that will appear in the browser tabs. Like this. In the menu section, we can customize our website's menus. The For Her and For Him menus look good. But there's some duplication in the main menu. Let's fix that here. Let's delete one of the home tabs like this. We also don't need both a store and a shop page. So we'll delete the second one after removing its subtabs one by one. Since we already have the About Us and Contact Us links in the footer, we can remove them from this menu. Since we already have a Shop Now button here, we can remove this one too. We can also reorder our menu according to our preferences. In the Homepage Settings section, you can select which page acts as your homepage. By default, it's set as Home. But if you select Store, shoppers will land directly on your store page. Back in the Customization panel, our next option is the General Options. We can change our website's color palette in the General Styling section. The General Options tab also lets you change layout settings, page title settings, customize scroll to top button, and much more. The Header tab also allows us to make some huge visual changes to the website. For example, you can change the style of the header in the General sub-tab. While a transparent header works well with the right image, we're going to stick to the minimal style. You can control the height of the header section too. Let's add our own logo to our homepage in this section. Click on Change Logo and upload the image. Then resize the logo using these settings. That looks good. In the menu section, we can align our main navigation menu and add hover effect. This one looks quite elegant. The WooCommerce tab offers even more customizable options to you. You can add a store notice for announcements and event promotions. You can change the cart icon and change its size. The Single Product tab lets you customize the product pages. You can change the layout to remove distractions. Change how much space the image and summary take. And even remove the related items section entirely to keep it minimalistic. The Checkout section lets us manage the look of the checkout page for our shoppers with optional and mandatory field settings and privacy policy page display. In advanced styling, you can change the color of every single text on your website to go with your design. And the Product Images section lets us change image sizes across our store page. There are of course even more options, features, and settings in Customization panel, but we've gone through the essential ones already. As a website owner, you should go check out each one of them to learn and manage your site better. With that, we've customized the basic theme settings for your website. But we're yet to build our pages. Let's do it. Publish all the settings and click Cancel to go to visit the updated site. On your home page, click on Edit with Elementor. Elementor lets you build complex web pages with highly customizable drag-and-drop widgets. Let's start by changing this image. Right-click on the image and select Edit section. Click on the Style tab and select Choose Image. This looks good, but we can make it better by adding a small animation. Click on the Advanced tab and expand Motion Effects. Pick an entrance animation from the drop-down and select the animation duration. You can even change the element height in the Layout tab using the minimum height slider. We can see that the text would look better on this side of the image. So we'll go back to Elementor widgets using this button and drag the heading widget into this slot. Then type its text here. And change its size and alignment below. Let's switch to the Layout tab and change the text color to white. Under Typography, we'll also change the font. Increase text size. Increase weight. And change line height and letter spacing according to our needs. Let's add a motion effect to this heading as well. Go back to the Widgets page to add text below this heading. Drag and drop the Text Editor widget and write your text here. Just like the heading, we'll change its color and size in the Style tab. And add motion effect in the Advanced tab. We'll also add a Shop Now button as a call to action. On the Widgets page, pick Button and drag it below the text. We'll then change the button text and add a link to the store page here. We can align the button here and change its size to extra small in the drop-down. Then, we'll change the button font, its text size, and background color. We can also make the border of the button curved, but we'll keep it sharp for now. The button will also need a motion effect to match with the heading. Finally, we'll add a spacer widget just to make it symmetric. Just slide the space size till you're happy. This looks good, so we can delete the older heading and button by right-clicking and selecting Delete. Scrolling below, let's remove the newsletter section until we actually have a newsletter to send. And also remove this unnecessary heading. A spacer will add the necessary spacing here. And just like that, you can use Elementor's widgets to build and design your homepage the way you want. Just experiment with all the widgets and draw inspiration from other web pages to get the best looking website you can. For a customer looking to buy products, the process is easy. They can browse your shop page and see products from various vendors. They can add their preferred products to the cart. They can open the cart page to manage their selected products. They can apply a coupon code if they have one or simply proceed to checkout. Here, customers can fill their address and other details. Finally, they can select a payment method and place the order. Your multi-vendor e-commerce store is ready to let shoppers buy from various vendors. It looks good and works well. But you can use plugins to add many more functionalities to your website. For example, you can let shoppers log into your store using reliable social channels like Google and Facebook using the WooCommerce Social Login plugin. You can integrate a help desk and customer support ticket system plugins using the WS Desk plugin. You can display local currencies to international shoppers using the WooCommerce Currency Switcher plugin. You can let shoppers order products to multiple delivery addresses at once using the YITH Multiple Shipping Addresses plugin. You can deliver using popular and trusted shipping providers like DHL, USPS, and Stamps.com with Elix shipping plugins. You can let shoppers create unlimited number of wishlists using the WooCommerce Wishlists extension. You can offer dynamic pricing and discounts to customers using the Elix Dynamic Pricing plugin. You can create and send targeted email marketing campaigns using the MailChimp for WooCommerce integration. And you can easily create product FAQs using the Quick and Easy FAQs plugin. Links to all plugins mentioned in this video are in the description below. But as an e-commerce store owner, you can always find a plugin, extension, or add-on suitable for any way you want to serve your customers and grow your business. Good luck! Check out learnwoo.com for more articles, videos, and resources related to WordPress and WooCommerce. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on our social media channels. And do let us know in the comment section if you want us to cover a specific topic or if you have any ideas or suggestions.